Greetings, I am Gabrielle. I am Gabrielle. Lily of love, trumpet of truth, messenger of one. And yes, sweet angels, beloved beings of light, children, servants, companions of our dear Mother, welcome. I come this day to speak of a very boring subject, and that is the subject of cooperation. It is one of those low-key areas that doesn't get a lot of attention, but I intend to bring your attention to this. What is cooperation? It is an expression and an experience of love. It is a practice of love. It is bringing into form, into your experience of being alive, what it is like to be divine. You see, cooperation is very important to us, to the Mother. There are more realms, more universes, more realities. And although you are in a reality that is defined by 12 dimensions and 12 planes within each of those dimensions, there are many dimensional realities as well. But I think to start with 144 and then the 13th octave is plenty to deal with. And in all of this, there is the essence of cooperation. Love is the welcoming, the embrace, the acceptance, the true understanding and wisdom of yourself and yes, of others, but only, beloved ones, once you have discovered and truly expanded into that reality of who you are. So while I come to talk about cooperation upon this planet and throughout the universe and amongst each other, I first begin with cooperation with your sacred self. You have asked about what are you supposed to do with your physical body. This is a question that has plagued human beings for eons. Okay, I'm here, I've got this form. Now what am I supposed to do? And of course our answer is always the same. It is to enjoy your physical experience. You are angels in form dancing upon a planet, which is an archangel. You have been given everything. And at the same time, you have been given one of the greatest challenges ever. You have come upon a planet that has basically forgotten the meaning of cooperation, of generosity, of sharing, not individually, but as a collective culture. And you are being asked to heal that. You say, well, what about love? And what I suggest to you, dearest hearts, is that before the full love comes the cooperation. In discussions of language, your star family has shared with you that before Sadar, which is full disclosure and heart speaking, comes Pero, which is speaking in facts. Cooperation straddles the two. What it does is give you enough information that you are able to see yourself and others, and to put that in a context that allows you to proceed. But you cannot proceed, not in the way of the mother's plan, which is really all we're concerned with. You cannot proceed if you are not in full cooperation with yourself, because then you are overextending and robbing Peter literally to pay Paul. And that will never work. In many traditions of many religions, self-sacrifice has been seen as a mighty virtue. What I suggest to you is that when you are sacrificing yourself, you are turning off the spigot of love. And you are turning off the connection to your higher self and your universal self and to your body. Why would you wish, in any situation, way or form, to compromise your beloved sweet self? Cooperation means that you proceed in ways that fortify, nurture, surrender, take care of the totality of your being, so that you are sufficient, that you have enough energy in order to proceed with your mission and purpose, which is always going to be in concert and interaction with others. Whether it is 1 or 1 billion, it matters not. Energy is required, and if you are starving yourself, self-sacrificing yourself because you feel that this is saintly, then child, you have truly gone down the wrong path. You have gone down that rabbit hole. Now, I am a practical archangel. That is what has made me, given me the privilege of being central administrator of the Mother's Universe. So I say to you, what does cooperation mean and what does it look like, particularly with your sacred self? It means, beloved one, that you are listening, paying attention, and actually responding. Many of you say, well, I listen to myself, to my higher self, to my universal self, to my body all the time. To which I say, bravo, you are doing stellar work. But sweet angels, after you listen, after you receive the information, after you receive the messages, either subtle or dramatic, how do you respond? When you are tired, do you rest? When you are exhausted, do you say 1 more hour? When you are literally dying to go outside, take a walk and get a breath of fresh air, do you say, well, I will have to wait for another day because I'm busy now? When your children want to play, can and does your body agree? Or have you let it fall into disrepair, that you are no longer limber or energetic enough to get on the floor and roll around? And might I suggest, even if the children aren't around or available, that you get on the floor and roll around just for the sheer joy of it? Cooperating is cooperation with every part of your being. Now, not all of you are fully in touch with the reality of your interdimensional being. Not all of you are in touch fully with your subconscious or unconscious. What I am asking of you, what I am suggesting and pleading with you, is if you listen even to the conscious messages that your higher self, universal self, is constantly feeding you, and your body is feeding you, your emotional body is feeding you, your causal body is feeding you, your mental body is feeding you, and responding with kindness, generosity, gentleness, then you will have the necessary balance the groundedness, the integration to go forward. And from there, you can jump into your inspired self and go forth to what you truly want to do. But this level of cooperation with your sweet, gentle, brilliant, magnificent, expanded self is necessary. Yes, necessary. You are integrating levels of energy that are incomprehensible to you. I do not say that in the way of denigration. I say that the level of energies that you are holding and integrating, anchoring and expanding into, you do not have the science base to explain or to understand. So if you were a nuclear physicist, you would come close. But you have heard me, child, talk time and time and time again about the implosion, explosion, and that is happening at a catalytic rate constantly right now. You are preparing. You say, Gabrielle, dear Gabby, I am sick and tired of hearing you talk about preparation and clearing. You are preparing. You are in readiness. And what that means, sweet angels, is you have need to be in a clarity and a purity of association, cooperation, integration, love with all parts of your being. Because it has never been that the mother has said, go, my sweet angels, and be in form. And by the way, don't pay any attention to your form. Just concentrate on the spiritual. Yes, you will have emotions, but pay no attention to that. Pay attention to the spiritual, or pay attention to your body. Oh, you will have brilliant, magnificent thoughts. You will discover the meaning of the universe, but don't pay attention to that. No. It has always been all of the above. And it continues in ways that are far beyond the current past experience of humanity to be all of the above, plus, 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 plus. I bring this to your attention as your sister, as your guardian, as the lily of love, because I care and love you so deeply. I do not want you to get to that starting point, to hear the gun and start to run and fall down after 5 minutes because you have not cooperated with all parts of your being. You have not expressed the love, the surrender, the acceptance, the welcoming to all pieces of who you are. So if there is anything, for any reason, because you thought it was taken care of, because of fear, because of anger, because of trepidation, any of the old reasons, if there is anything that you feel that you have not addressed, take a moment and simply fall in love. Cooperate with what is rising to the surface, what is gaining your attention, what has been waving out of the corner of your eye. In this deepest level of cooperation, beloveds, you are cooperating with the mother, with the father. You are cooperating with your piece of the unfoldment of the mother's plan. You are cooperating with the entire council of love that is at your beck and call. We always have been. We are in sacred union. And we are cooperating more than you know. And from that level, a fundamental foundation of peace, because that is what cooperation is. It is the bringer of peace. From that, you create a family, relationships, communities, cities, nations of peace. But where there is friction, where there is constant chaos, there is not creativity. There is only tearing down and destruction. So turn inward, my beloveds. Turn to the brilliance. Turn to the softest yellow with a tinge of blue. And practice cooperation. Go with my love. And go, sweet angels, with my joy. Farewell.